BET using the tag Vic Mensa XXX, knowing damn well that's the reason everyone is coming to watch this video, but refuses to acknowledge this horrific line in any form whatsoever. They didn't even put Nick Grant in the tags of this video, and he's one of the artists in the cipher, but damn it, they really need those views. Did they forget everybody can see this stuff? Also, this video isn't sponsored by Sprite or anything.
Money printer, the Federal Bureau, the chain fresh to death, I'm a mummified pharaoh.
Rhyming bureau with pharaoh. Also, fresh to death cliche. Also, he says he's a mummified pharaoh, which are dead, meaning that his chain is no longer fresh.
Had Virgil overnight these, my off-whites on fire like white people burning their Nikes.
That's a little racist. While I think it was very fucking stupid for people to burn their Nikes, people of all colors and races were burning their Nikes over this situation.
Kaepernick called me, told me just do it. They say stay woke, still slept with the Rugers. Only time you bear arms is in the wife beater.
While I don't exactly agree with the political agenda pushed behind these bars, they are put together extremely well, and it's a shame that they're about to be completely forgotten by one of the biggest fuck-ups of 2018. Also, wife beater. That's a foreshadowing to a future fucked up line. Also, this is the same beat from a 1998 song called Banned from TV, where the opening bar talks about choking someone, which is really ironic considering Mensa's past.
Regardless of rain or snow, sleet or hail, I kick street tails, choking niggas like I'm Freewell.
Loser, your favorite rapper's a domestic abuser.
Obviously, this line is aimed at the late XXXTentacion, but X was only accused of domestic abuse and was never actually convicted. In fact, X had plans to sue his accuser of fraud and defamation of character over the events of the alleged domestic abuse, and the charges were essentially dropped shortly after his passing. Also, this alleged abuse has been public knowledge for almost 2 years now, and Vic Mensa hasn't said a single word about it until the BET Awards, where they plan to honor XXX, whose mother just so happened to be in the audience. I think we can all agree that you are a loser if you support a rapper who is a domestic abuser, so if Vic Mensa is your favorite rapper, you're a loser. Vic Mensa has been very open about the time he choked his girlfriend out in a closet when he was drunk one time. That's domestic abuse.
You choked her out in the song. But that's the beginning of the story.
Vic Mensa has this song copyrighted on YouTube, so I can't even play a single fucking second of the audio without it getting copyrighted. So just type in "there's a lot going on" in YouTube, scroll to about the minute and 30-second marker, and he talks about choking his girlfriend. Mensa has since apologized and come to realize his mistakes since the abuse, which is great and all, but X had publicly apologized for any wrongdoing towards women as well, and even donated $100,000 towards domestic violence prevention. So I failed to see why the pot is calling the kettle black and is getting upset when people are pointing out the hypocrisy. Side note, Vic Mensa decided to continue his abuser witch hunt by bringing up the recent sexual assault allegations against Adam 22, which were deemed to be false. In fact, the allegations came through shortly after Adam 22 signed his deal with Atlantic Records, and Atlantic hired a specialized group of people to investigate these claims, all of which had no proof to back them.
You're in a situation where 2 women accuse you of rape?
Well, there's basically, like, as soon as I signed my Atlantic deal, there's like a girl that I dated for like 3-4 months back, like about 10 years ago, and she just like came out of the woodwork and like just decided to say that I raped her, like, because there was like this investigation done basically, like Atlantic Records had to hire somebody. When they did it, like I turned over every email, I turned over everything, and it was just like, I feel like the investigators were just kind of baffled.
Also, when Mensa was confronted about his disrespect towards XXXTentacion by Adam 22, he replied by saying that we should believe women in these types of situations, which is preposterous. By that logic, I could tell my sister, or any woman of that matter, to accuse Vic Mensa of raping her, and everyone would have to believe it, including Mensa. Because, you know, #BelieveWomen. Fuck the evidence. Also, 1 billion bullshit points for dissing a dead man that cannot defend himself.
Name a single Vic Mensa song.
I genuinely cannot. In fact, I had completely forgotten about Vic Mensa since his 2014 XXL freshman class debut. I get it that this was kind of a shot towards 6ix9ine and the beef that they have, but it doesn't really do anything. All he does is repeat the line that 6ix9ine said to him.
We all know you won't live that long.
BET scared shitless to let this go uncensored, but sure as fuck will use it in the video tags. Also, Vic Mensa is smiling while he says this. That's such a shitty move. Also, Vic Mensa released an apology video to this instance where he failed to actually apologize for what people wanted him to apologize for.
Recently, I did a freestyle for the BET Awards Cipher, addressing and condemning rappers who unabashedly abuse women and those who stand up for them and even call them legends. I stand behind those statements. It was pre-recorded weeks ago, and I had no idea a grieving mother would be in the audience to honor her lost son. I never intended to disrespect her, and I offer my deepest condolences for her loss at the hands of gun violence. However, I vehemently reject the trend in hip-hop of championing abusers, and I will not hold my tongue about it. I don't give a fuck about getting attention. I care about bringing awareness and holding people accountable for their actions.
Newsflash, nobody is upset at you for standing up against domestic abuse. Everyone is upset about the hypocrisy in which you've abused a woman yourself and are still going after a dead man who has allegedly done the same thing. Also, Mensa proceeded to drop a song amidst the controversy called Empathy, addressing the controversy, but it is filled with non-stop hypocrisies about himself and still no apologies.
I don't respect posthumously. Homicide ain't new to me, catch up with academics, set your eulogy.
Vic Mensa says he doesn't respect anyone posthumously, but is still dissing DJ Academics, who he is mad at for an incident years ago where he was disrespecting people that Vincent knew that passed away.
What did you do to me? I hate everybody, including me.
And now does the entire world.
Album didn't sell, fans are getting stale, how can I prevail?
Going after a dead man sure wasn't the way to do it.
Still deliver like anthrax in the mail.
There hasn't been a single recorded case of anthrax being on mail since 2001. Saying you deliver like anthrax in the mail is saying you haven't delivered in 17 years.
Take a deep breath, I see you in hell.
Mensa pretends to shoot a gun at the camera even though he's against gun violence.
Take a deep breath, I see you in hell.
I'm sorry, boys, I have to get back to work.
It was good hanging with you, Dad. I'll check you later.
You're serious.